told you more than once, it's entirely your call. And though I'll be a tourist while you go through it all, take my word, I won't be sitting back or resemble who I've been from the start. I'll just drive your belly mad. The songs from my heart. I won't blame you for thinking I'm not cut out for this, but it will save me, I know I will cherish it. I'll cherish it. Say you'll stay, I'll be there to fall in place. I just want to hold your hand. I just want to hold your hand. To fall in love with this, something so delicate, and suddenly all else becomes so irrelevant. Take my word, I won't be sitting back. I'll be the first up for every morning cry. And I'll drive your family mad with songs about you and I won't blame you for thinking I'm not cut out for this, but it will save me, I know I will cherish it. I'll cherish it. Say you'll stay, I'll be there to fall in place. I just want to hold your hand. I just want to hold your hand. We'll never settle, but our names will. And I'll be singing, say you'll stay till we're at the end. And when we're getting to our later days, and we're living through what we create, I'll still fall in place. Say you'll stay, I'll be there to fall in place. I just want to hold your hand. I just want to hold your hand. Say you'll stay, I'll be there to fall in place. I just want to hold your hand. I just want to hold your hand. Hello all my wonderful stars, it's the real Brand Dazzle, and today I'm going to be showing you how to play the song Fall in Place by Bry. This song uses a set of chords that I like to call the open emo set, just because of how often I've run into them in like Bry songs, everything from Pierce the Veil to Say We Can Fly, like all kinds of stuff. They just keep cropping up just because of how commonly they're used. They're really the set of three is a moving power chord on your second through fourth strings from the lowest. Just a moving power chord shape in three different positions. The first one is an E sus4 or A sus2. The second one is an E sus2 or B sus4. And the third one is a C sharp minor seventh. And often such progressions that use these will also include the E major in them. And so this just uses those four. I didn't use the power chord version of the C sharp minor 7. Instead, I used a version that's just a little closer to the top of the neck, just so that I can have my shifts be more smooth and easy and not have to move my hand up and down the neck quite as much. So for example, I can keep my middle finger on this string when I switch from the... I only have to move these two fingers. I can keep my middle finger there, and that helps keep me planted and positioned in the right place for the chord. This is played with the capo on the first fret. As usual, I have my guitar tuned full step down, so I put on third, but the capo on standard tuning, capo on the first fret. Your E major chord, you know. Your A sus2 is just your middle two fingers on the middle two strings. Your C sharp minor 7th is going to be your fourth finger on the second string, 4th fret, your second finger on the third string, 2nd fret, and your first finger on the 4th string, 1st fret. And your B sus4 is going to be your last two fingers on the middle two strings, and your first finger on the second string, 2nd fret. And those are all the chord shapes that you're going to need. The thing about this song is that it's originally performed on a piano, which while that doesn't exactly make it more difficult to play, it means that you have to do some different stuff with the rhythm, because piano chords he kind of plays and lets ring, and then sometimes he kind of arpeggiates them and whatever during the chorus bits, and that's when I'm just kind of strumming through the chords. But the chorus just essentially consists of E major, A sus2, E major, A sus2. That's it. And then there's the C sharp minor 7th, A sus2, E major, A sus2. So you do the E major, A sus2 four times. And then you do the C sharp minor, A, E, A. And then you do E, A, E, A. The bridge goes into the C sharp minor for two measures. 3, 4. And then the A, one measure, B, one measure. Repeat. And I recommend single strum and let ring there just to make it sound kind of nicer. And then you're going to go into the chorus, which is essentially a repeat of the first bit of it is essentially a repeat of the verse progression, just strummed a lot more rather than just single strums. So, because this is where he starts like playing more stuff on the piano. Say you'll stay, I'll be there too. So you do that twice, and then you do this C sharp minor, and do that A, and do that again. And then you do the verse progression again. What I do, you might have noticed that the sound of the chords changed here in the cover bit. That's because I decided, because the section has a different tone, it's different mood from the previous verse, I decided to just kind of strum the bottom strings and leave the top two alone, so it's a little less sparkling, a little more deep, a little more sort of calming-ish, and it sort of contrasts with the relatively much higher vocals in that section. I think it creates quite a nice contrast. So you're going to do your whole verse progression, again, bridge progression, then chorus progression, and then you go into the bridge, which is... Sorry, when I was saying bridge earlier, I should have said pre-chorus. Sorry about that. This is the actual bridge. You're going to go... You go your C sharp minor for two measures, 3, 4, never sell, but and then your A for two measures. Say and say you'll... C sharp minor for two measures till we're at the end, and then your B for two measures. Make it a little sparser, and then launch back in. C sharp minor for two measures, and just repeat that again. I'll still fall, and then the last one again. Single strum as you go into the chorus, and then the rest of these are just going to be single strums on the downbeat of each measure, just because it's really sparse here, and then it goes into a full-bodied chorus after that. So you do your chorus again. Say you'll stay. I also recommend strumming a lot slower, so you sort of get that arpeggiating, almost harp-like effect. Say you'll stay. It sort of makes the chord a lot smoother, a lot less sort of on-off switch type strumming, which is the mistake that I see a lot of people make when they are just kind of learning to do strum patterns. They sort of like the strum is either on or off. It's just a flip, 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 and you have to be able to... Yeah, you have to be able to vary the pressure with which you're strumming the strings and the velocity of the pick. So you do that chorus progression one more time, and then like, just wanna hold your hand, sort of a tension. You can let that hang for a little while, and then resolve the tension, and it's a nice ending. And that's it. It's not a complicated song, which is nice. It's quite sparse, but the chords sort of ring with the vocals in a way that I think is really, really nice. So before I go, just a quick thing about Bry, the artist who did this. If you don't know Bry, if you don't know him, I don't know why you would have clicked on this video, but he's Irish singer-songwriter guy for 21 Pilots on their European tour last year, and because I was living in Denmark at the time, and I was fortunate enough to see him on his solo European tour before I left Denmark in this really, really small, intimate venue that was just so amazingly nice. Like, I was a few rows back, but it felt like I was at the stage. It was incredible. But at that concert, I essentially just became a lifelong fan of Bry because his music, it's really simple, it's really easy to sing along to, but it's very, very, like, sort of jumping around and cheering, and it draws you in. It's really nice. I love it. And I was getting really into it, obviously, because I really love it. And Bry gave me a shout out. If you guys don't believe me, tell me in the comments, and I'll show you the video because I have it. But it was just this most amazing thing. And this Bry, I'm just gonna say you gained a lifelong fan in me, just for that gesture that shows how much you like care about and pay attention to the fans. Like, those are the kinds of things that make an artist successful, is that kind of attention to the people who they're making the music for. So just shout out to Bry for being incredibly amazing and awesome. Thanks for watching.